The next one was Mark Pincus was Zynga, which I was right there at the beginning. We were actually taking a piss together at another meeting. Like we were in the bathroom. He was mumbling about how upset he was about a deal that we were just on a board of a company that we were working on. He was like, this company's doing it wrong. I'm going to start Zynga, name it after my dog. Are you going to invest? And we were literally in a bathroom and we're fixing a window at that. So we were literally at a bathroom in New York. And I'm like, fuck this guy. Like, I'm not making a decision while we're taking a piss. And Mark is really an interesting cat. I just was like, okay, I'm in. Send me the paperwork, hoping that he would never remember that I said I was in. And, about 3 months later, no paperwork came. And about 3 months later, Fred Wilson, who's a legendary investor and a friend of mine and a mentor, the same person I had passed on Twitter with was Fred. And Fred called me, goes, hey, we're going to lead the Zynga round. This is 3 months later after our bathroom encounter. And he goes, we're going to lead the Zynga round. And I'm like, yeah, I'm in. Like, send me the paperwork. And I got the paperwork. And in the bathroom, we had agreed on a $3 million valuation, which is what the norms of the time were, not Twitter's 20 million valuation. And I got the paperwork from Fred, and it was a 20 million valuation. And I called Fred. I go, fuck off. I'm not doing another, $20 million value. I think that 100 grand would have been worth 10 million at one point. So I turned that down. The old bathroom turned down. And then the other one that I missed, again, just all on me, was Henry at eShares. The deal came through AngelList, and I had this great thesis, which included Carta, what it's become of like wealth management. I had invested in AngelList and eToro. I hadn't yet invested in Robinhood, and I had started StockTwits. So we're seeing a lot of deals. And it's always struck me that to truly compete with Schwab and E-Trade, that you needed to know the cap table. Like the way that Goldman Sachs, the way I was thinking about, not Henry at the time, the way I was, when he pitched me this, I'm like, okay, this is cool. Like to know where the cap table is genius, because if you control the cap table of thousands of startups and know where all the data is, you can send in the troops when a company is successful and get all their stock and control like the wealth management part of that business. So that's how, when I got pitched Carta, that's how I thought about it. Henry didn't really see it as far away as I did and couldn't quite close me. So that one's on me. Henry just couldn't get me over the finish line of like what their strategy was versus my vision. And even today, like they're not doing what I think they could do. Schwab and Goldman and E-Trade still have that business of like being the wealth manager business. I think they've been around the hoop, but it's not native to Henry. And what they built is a great enterprise cap table company. So I was wrong, right? I would have made hundreds of millions of dollars. But the lesson there is, I just overthought. The price was right. He was raising money at a 4 million valuation. So it was just a complete miss by me. And even though they haven't executed on what the idea I thought should be.